Let's talk about a moment when a market leader leaves the door wide open. Nike made a bold, strategic decision to pull back from its wholesale partners, like Foot Locker and Dick's Sporting Goods. Their goal was to chase total dominance in the direct-to-consumer, or DTC, space. But this move created a massive vacuum on retail shelves, a void that New Balance was more than happy to step into. The result of this shift was absolutely staggering. New Balance saw its growth surge by 19%, reaching over $9 billion in revenue, while Nike's actually declined by 10%. This wasn't a case of a scrappy underdog out-innovating the giant. It was a story of Nike essentially creating its own competition. It perfectly illustrates how even the biggest players can inadvertently create opportunities for others through their own strategic missteps. So let's explore exactly how New Balance capitalized on this opening. New Balance didn't just fill a gap on a shelf. They tapped into a powerful cultural current. They made a calculated bet that dad shoes could be cool again by leaning into 1990s nostalgia and their long heritage of quality craftsmanship. Instead of manufactured hype, they focused on authenticity, a message that resonated deeply with a new generation of consumers. Through strategic collaborations at the intersection of athletics, fashion, and music, they made their classic designs feel fresh and relevant. It turns out Gen Z consumers, who were growing tired of Nike's premium pricing and constant marketing, were looking for something more genuine. They chose New Balance's real history over manufactured hype. This gives us a key insight. Cultural authenticity can often be far more powerful than a massive marketing budget. But having an authentic product is one thing. Let's look at how they actually got it into the hands of consumers. This brings us to the distribution strategy that Nike seemed to forget. Nike's intense, all-in focus on their direct-to-consumer channel led to an over-reliance that created frustrating inventory bottlenecks. New Balance, on the other hand, chose a different path by mastering a balanced mix of both wholesale and direct-to-consumer sales. And here's the brilliant part of their strategy. They used the data and insights from their own DTC business to become a better, more effective partner for their wholesale retailers. They didn't see wholesale as an old model to be replaced, but as a vital channel to be strengthened. This meant New Balance products were available wherever consumers were shopping, while Nike was unintentionally creating friction. The core insight here is that distribution diversity equals competitive resilience. It's a far more robust approach than betting everything on a single channel. So what does this broader market shift tell us about today's consumer behavior? It seems that brand loyalty as we knew it is dead. Today, innovation is the new currency. Nike's decline wasn't because their products were bad. Their quality was still top-notch. The real issue was predictability in a market that was changing incredibly fast. While Nike was resting on its iconic legacy, its competitors were moving with a sense of urgency. Just look at the numbers. Adidas grew by 19%. On Running surged by an incredible 30%. And Hoka saw 24% growth. This proves that consumers now prioritize genuine innovation and cultural relevance far more than just a famous legacy logo. It's a powerful reminder that no market position is too dominant to lose if you fail to evolve. This fundamental shift in what customers value has profound implications for every single business leader. So what can we learn from this? The New Balance playbook offers clear, actionable lessons for every business leader. First, always watch for an incumbent's strategic overreach. When a market leader makes a big, risky bet, it often creates an opportunity for you. Second, it's critical to diversify your distribution and avoid putting all your eggs in one basket. A multi-channel approach is simply more resilient and allows you to meet customers wherever they are. Third, you have to understand cultural timing and learn to anticipate trends, not just chase them after they've already peaked. And finally, it's vital to think long-term, because strategic patience often delivers far better results than short-term optimization. But the single most important takeaway is this: complacency is the only unbeatable competitor. The real lesson isn't that New Balance is inherently better than Nike. It's that any company that stops paying close attention to what its customers truly want will inevitably fall behind.